All right, testing. All right, we good. We good. Okay, let's show them. Show them we got it. All right. So everyone, I have to say I apologize, but well, one person actually said something and I missed it because I was busy. So here we are actually doing a Q&A of one person in particular. We'll figure out how everyone else can do a Q&A like this besides, just flagging me down with a big, huge comment. So let's look at the huge comment, shall we? Special thanks to Diamond Cat 1237 Ban. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? Question number one. Why do you hate Slappy so much? I mean, he didn't do really anything. I I don't know how I can actually have said it even more, but it's not Slappy what I freaking hate. No, it's Annabelle. Yes. Well, no, a nail. No, a nail. NL. Yeah, that stupid jerk. Let's type it up in the search bar so you know what I'm talking about. Her. A nail in Ghost of Slappy. Sorry for the spoiler. But of course, this is a book review. The book is pretty old. I think we should be fine. If you hear screaming in the background, it's because damn it. Anyways, so a nail is the ghost in Ghost of Slappy because not only Slappy's a ghost, but we have a girl ghost too. And the girl ghost decided to be a complete jerk to the freaking protagonist. And I'm like, what the hell? It's like, yeah, I was like, so he's scared of you every single time you go to you. That's because you're doing the wrong way to approach a person, you idiot. And when she finally can get a moment to do something nice and be like, okay, well, you're scared of me, but it seems like you're the one getting choked here. I'll help you. Instead, she's like, no, no, no. Because you're scared and scream at me all the time, and because I'm stupid idiot moron, I'm gonna give Slappy the freaking spell words to put him to sleep. And oh, this was enough to actually be a good deed. Goodbye. It's like, what? What? So that's why I don't hate Slappy in this one. I hate a nail. So I don't know how you do actually hear me hate Slappy so much, but I hate a nail. A nail, I hate her so much. Okay, number two. Can you make a video? What do you think the real Slappy story is? Well, I can make a second attempt because I did make one attempt once, but that was like way early before, sadly. Yeah, because it's sadly the fact of you brought Slappy World into this. So yeah, this is where I actually supposed to do a skit. So 1 second, let me just get this stuff ready for 1 second. Well, it's not really a skit, but it actually helps make things better. So hold on. Let me just get over here so I can give you the nice little scribbles of what I think Slappy's timeline is. And then I have to do something brand new, so 1 second. There we go. Yeah. Uh, there we go. And there we go. I don't know how bad this is going to be. I think it's going to be pretty bad. Can you see it? I don't think you can see it. Yeah, I don't think you can see it at all. I think this is a horrible, horrible attempt now. She's like, yeah, I thought it would work, but apparently it's bad. Yeah. Oh, that's because of this. Nope. Okay, well, I can't write it down, so you're just gonna have to come with me because I don't get to do anything special. So, anyways, here we go. The story is Slappy. Note, I do universes, so we're gonna go in loop de loops with universes. So please make sure you're able to save yourself because I can't save you. I tried to do MS Paint, it glitched out as you can see. So you have no choice but to just follow me and maybe get a pen and pad. So first things first. Oh yeah, let me just do it. I'll do it over here. You can't see it, so I'm just gonna do it over here. So first we get the first book. It's like, yeah, people are like, oh my gosh, you're killing someone over there. It's like, no. So, anyways, we get the first book. The first book is the one that started it all. Note this is the original OG universe. So, you get the first book, then the second book, then the third book. So, that's the original OG one. But then we get something crazy where now we have to do this with this one, the second book, and the third book. That's still good. But now we have a freaking issue. And of course, for those who know, you know. But if you don't know, the issue is very simple, where it's like we have no idea if book four goes before book five or book five goes between book four. So since we have that issue, it's kind of a messed up debate. And no one asked R.L. Stein, but I guess he doesn't really care to which book actually is first. So we don't know. And it gets to a messed up dance of where forever you have to choose which one is which. So yeah, and also if you're trying to chat, I can't see it because yeah, it's like this thing sucks. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. I'll try to make it so I can see the chat just in case. Okay, so let's see. Docs chat. Okay, good. I can see the chat now. Yeah, but it's gonna block my way, but I think we're good. Okay, so then we went from Goosebumps 62, the original universe, Goosebumps 2000, which incorporates the 62. Then we get into, let's go with the Horrorland. Yeah, which Horrorland basically equals to where it's like, you still have that messed up dance over there. We have one, two, three, and four and five who continue to dance back and forth, which you already just have four freaking universes because we still have this messed up dance of we don't know which one goes first because we have the fourth one where Jimmy O. James has been introduced and ditched at the same time. The fifth book brings Jimmy O. James back, but it makes sense that if Jimmy O. James did the fifth book came first, that's why he did Slappy because he has someone else. He has someone else. He has Wally. So then we get to Goosebumps Horror Town, Horrorland, and we get Revenge of the Living Dummy, and we also get Slappy New Year, which I think they just go in sequence. Then we get, it's like, yeah, I need to make this smaller. It's like, hold on, folks, I got to make it smaller for me to be able to continue because I just wrote too much on my paper. Let's say paper. Okay, so let me just make it smaller. There we go. All right, now I'm ready for the next one. So then we do also have Most Wanted, Son of Slappy, which is like, I think Son of Slappy will have to, dang it, wrong one. Okay, here we go again. So Son of Slappy has to most likely go right after. I'm just doing this until someone can tell me that, oh, in this book, something went different. It's like, yeah, because it's like for right now, I could tell is that nothing actually shows. And don't forget, Earl Stein sucks when it comes to continuity. So that means that the continuity is not going to really be that good. We have to make the continuity make sense. So haunted, most haunted, I will make it gold. Yeah, and so we got Son of Slappy being after that. And let me just make sure I put the arrows because I need to put the arrows because, there's still an issue of which book came first, four or five. The good news is that I will make sure I make this one available so you can look for yourself versus me talking and you're like, I don't understand it still. What you talking about, man? So here we go. So we got that. All right. Now it's just so if I'm correct, there's nothing else after that. The only thing left now is Slappy World, which we get into the messed up issues of Slappy World. Now, before we talk about Slappy World, we need to make sure we know one thing for sure. And this is what I believe because it makes more sense. Slappy World, Slappy has all the power in the world. He has all the power. Notice that in Slappy World, he gives himself more powers. So Slappy World, it's his world. He have full control of it, which means that technically, when it comes to the story of Slappy, that shouldn't be a part of it. It's a separate universe. Slappy World is a separate universe. So with that said, let me just get this back up. So we got the oh yeah, wait. So this is where we get to the messed up tangent because we have two freaking issues here. So now we got two new issues. So number one, we have the original origin story that came from I'm Slappy's Evil Twin, which I think that's book six. If not, then oops. So we have I'm Slappy's Evil Twin will be number one. And then on the other hand, we have Slappy, that big fat book, Slappy Beware. Yeah, so we got Slappy Beware, which is the finale, and I think we might not see Slappy ever again. It's game over. Slappy will not maybe come back. So with that said, we have Slappy's Evil Twin, which spans from yeah, it's like, yeah, I think so. So, okay, so Slappy's Evil Twin starts the first thing. Then we get book one. I mean, book seven, book one. Then we get book two, and it's the same thing. It's like, why am I even doing this? Let me just copy and paste. This kid's like, let me just copy and paste it so I'm able to be good with it. Copy paste. So I don't have to keep doing this over and over and over again. Okay, so there we go. And then one more. Okay, so there we go. So we got that. Now all that's left is all the other books. Which I think it's number six should be it. Hold on. Got to see what's going on in Slappy World right quick because I don't really know truthfully what Slappy World was all in there. So guess so. Let me just see. I'm gonna choose this one because I have issues. So we got the first book. That was number three. Oh, so that means it's one, two. Oh, they skipped. Oh, that's interesting. They skipped. I need to write this down. Hold on, folks. I need to write this down. Where's a pencil when I need it? Be right back on these messages, folks. Where the hell are the pens? Where in the blazes of pen? Okay, I got it. I got one. Okay, so let me just make sure I got what's in it. Okay. Oh, this will work. So we have the first book, which let me look at what I said already. So we're on book nine. So we got book nine, which is number one. Book three, which is number 10. Then we have book 11, which is number five, six, which is Ghost of Slappy. Then we have book 8, which is number 12. Okay. It's number 12. All right. Then we got Diary of Dummy. That's book 13. Then my friends call me Slappy, which is book 12. Okay. Slappy in Dreamland is book 16, book 15. I'll just stalled one more time. And then we got Slappy Beware, which is in A. Let's just say it's a special book. So we got 17 books, which I'm just going to call it special no matter what. Okay. So now going back to the chart that you can't see because there's issues. I'll go back in a minute. Okay, so then we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't think there's anything else we really need to do. Of course, there could be like some interesting questions of where it's like, are we really sure that during the sequence? But it's like, I think that's what we have to go by. So there's 10. Oh, yeah. So that one on top. So number six got to turn to number 10 now because I put six. like, oh my gosh, he took my freaking number as a kid. That was my number. You a jerk. He took my number. This complete jerk right here. 11, 12, 13. Okay, let's make it small so I can keep shoving it in there. It's like, yeah, just keep shoving it. It's like, this is awesome that you're able to just do this with paint. Okay, then we got 13, 14 special. 13, 14, 15 special. I mean, 14, 15, and special. And I think what you were asking is like, what's his actual story? It's like, oh, well, you're asking for his actual story. Well, I fixed this right quick. Let me just finish this. Okay, so I'll put this right here. I need to change that because I didn't, I made it beware. I should just make it special. All right. And then I have to do it all over again with that one. And until he does a brand new book, this is basically the end of it all. So it's amazing that he made it to like 16 books, maybe even more than that. But I'm just gonna say that he made it this far, and it's amazing that he made it this far. And he didn't really mean to do this, but it happened. And it's like, yep, it happened. Hopefully you don't hear the background, but I'm pretty sure you do. Yay me. Okay, so then I just need to do 9 and 10, and we're good. Oops. So I should have made it smaller. Okay, hold on, let me make it smaller so I can fit it in there. He's like, oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. Hey, I didn't mean it anyway, man. Come on, dude. Come on. All right, I did it. Okay, so there we go. So, depending on which way you want it to go, because I have to make at least how many? It's like, I think technically I have to make maybe 3 videos about the story of Slappy. It's like, yeah, like 3 videos. But, well, here's here's like the origin. At least I can tell you this. The origin, oh yeah, gee whiz, please. What the heck? Now, besides actually maybe going crazy and making it so that maybe 5 and 4 could be it, but it's like, could 5 and 4 be exchanged and put it on top? That's a good question where it's like, yes, because note that Bride of a Living Dummy actually was the start. That was start to tell us about Slappy, I believe. I think it was the start. So it could be the fact of where it's like the origin should be put on first, but we get to the thing of where it's either Slappy's an evil sorcerer, which is why he likes slaves a lot, and he's made from cursed coffin wood because of that sorcerer, or B, he is made from cursed coffin wood, but he was made by France Mar or Black Darkwell, the magician. I tried to fuse them both together, be like, oh, Franz is Blackwell, but it's like it doesn't pan out. I don't think it pans out at all, and it sucks. But maybe the one that actually did Mr. Wood did actually did Slappy, but it's like, it's kind of like a far stretch to be like, oh well, that makes sense. Darkwell the magician taught Franz something. He taught him how to actually possess them by doing Mr. Wood. So Franz decided to actually research it himself, and thus he created Slappy and Snappy. If we're actually going from that one, but we can actually just say that he just basically did. But ugh, I guess technically you can even say Slappy Beware might actually work for the few universes before. But it's like, yeah, but don't forget, it gets to the point of where it's like Slappy in the end of it all. He basically hates Mr. Wood and he wants to discredit Mr. Wood as much as possible. even to make him a peon that has little versions of Mr. Wood copies, but there's no actual original one, basically saying screw you. And then he basically erased Mr. Wood from the everything and just created him as Snappy, even though that's a lie because Mr. Wood showed up in. So I was like, oh boy. Yeah, it gets very messed up. But in the end, I would just have to say that Slappy has a few ways of being real. Either we don't know, or as soon as Goosebumps 2000 came in, we find out Coffinwood and a sorcerer. Then again, we find out. Let's see, which one is that? Oh yeah, that's Horrorland. Hmm. Hey, wait a minute. I forgot to put something in there. It's like, it doesn't matter. Screw it. It doesn't matter. He's like, yeah, I forgot about the interaction of Slappy and, Horrorland. It's like, we're just going to roll it in as number seven. It's going to be 6.5. Okay. Because, then we get to Most Wanted, and Most Wanted actually is the same diff as Bride of Living Dummy. And then when we get to Slappy World, that's when we have two different versions of it. So it gets very, very crazy where it's like, yeah. So in total, we have four different things. We don't know. Curse Coffinwood, he's a 3,000-year-old freaking pharaoh, not pharaoh, sorcerer. He was created by Franz Mahar thanks to special, I forgot the other guy's name. Or he actually was made by Darkwood the Magician. So we got four. We got four freaking ways of Slappy being real. That is his origin story. All right, let's get back over there. Let me read the next one. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Let's make sure. Die. No one. Okay, no one came in. Cool. All right, good. Just making sure. Okay. So as for his real story, it's like, why do you think the Slappy books are not the real story? Well, the thing is that Slappy has all the power, and even if he does lose, he's able to make it seem like he won. So that's what I personally believe is that when it comes to the Slappy books, the Slappy world books, basically it's all that they are able to twist it on its head. I think when it came to Diary of the Dummy, he basically lied about him winning. He basically just made the kids say it. That's it. Yeah, he just warped their minds to actually say that he won no matter what. Yeah, so there you go. And that's why Slappy World is a different universe. Yes, we can include it in its own universe, which, like, yeah, Slappy World universe in itself could actually be our own universe, which I didn't think about that, which means that we have five universes. But Goosebumps all on its own, and Slappy just gets super powerful. How did Slappy get all that power? Tell me that. How did Slappy get all that power? So it's kind of like where it's like, yeah, but I think the main thing to say is that I'm pretty sure with even when it comes to Ghost of Slappy, you could say that he just made the guy say what he wanted him to say. Even though he lost, he still won because he's able to actually make the person say what he wants on the story. Number four, can you make a video on why you think Miss Wally is Mr. Wood if you still do? I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, someone said Mr. Wood and Wally, and I want it to be real because it would have been a good one. Because it makes more sense that if Mr. Wood get reincarnated and Slappy hates him and he sees him in the in his dream, his nightmare, he attacks him. Don't forget what happened in Slappy Beware. He basically just made fun of Mr. Wood real good. So I'm like, he most likely hates Mr. Wood. He was intimidated by Mr. Wood because he didn't even move in the seventh book. He was a coward, just like Dennis was a coward. So, okay. Make videos talking about what you think about a real time story is. Didn't that, did you just repeat the same one again? It's like, yeah, I would try. Again, like I say, it might be three videos. If he hates Mr. Wood, why have him in a book? I think the thing is that he still has to mention him no matter what. And plus, if you hate someone so much, the way to get back at them is not to erase them, but to crush them. And that's what he wanted to do the most, is crush Mr. Wood, which again, if he made sure Mr. Wood doesn't exist, he doesn't get to have that moment when he can look out the window and see him get crushed. So it's like, yeah, if he hates him, yeah, of course he wants to see him get crushed. Of course. And then he smeared his name in Slappy Beware. So yeah. If the books didn't happen, what is the real in the books and why isn't real in the books? I already told you. This is Slappy World. In Slappy World, he makes the rules. He can write whatever you want, just like how it is in history. The winners, the victors, can write the history books. The losers don't. The winners do. And Slappy has full power. In Slappy World, he has power. How can you tell? In each freaking story, he is overseeing the whole entire thing play out. That's like the Watcher from Marvel. But he's able to twist it into ways that he want to because he got the power. Though you're not seeing Diary of a Dummy, the hookup he gave himself, able to hurl slime, able to melt embers so lots of freaking flies or mosquitoes can attack. Dude. Oh wait, don't forget. He actually made a Tyrannosaurus bone structure come back to life. A Tyrannosaurus fossil came back to life. Slappy never had that power. What the heck? Uh, okay, so why do you make videos on this about things that are not ideas or just of goosebumps? Well, sometimes, there's nothing really to do. If I wait for goosebump stuff, it's like I'm not able to get anything. All of the many others who actually have it, they've been burned out. They read all the books. The books have been already read. So yeah. Okay, here we go. I would like you to make some videos of you fighting someone or me about goosebumps. I mean, that wouldn't be a problem. He's like, yeah, that wouldn't be a problem at all. The only question is what monster you want to go against. It's like, yeah, it's like I know for a fact for me, I'm like, I don't want to go against Buddy because of issues. I don't want to go against freaking the Phantom of the Auditorium because of issues. It's like I don't want to do that. But oh man, the freaking mud monsters, and it's like, well, you got to remember the movie in the book issue because the movie was like, hey, do you? And sadly, that was cut from the movie, which they got rid of it. It was like, hey, do you remember all the weaknesses for the monsters? Yeah. That wasn't in the movie at all. The only thing they left in the movie was when Champ had a silver filling and bit the werewolf. That's all he got. And even then, it's like, wait, hold on. When did they say in the fever, werewolf fever swamp? Oh, wait, no, they didn't say it. Never mind. It's like, yeah, so it's like I would love to go against the Mud Monster. This will be a good one. It's like, yeah, that would be a good one. And if we could do the thing in the TV show, which is just make them bake in the hot sun, that would be great. And just me, just freaking, because I'm a chatterbox. I'll do the same thing that Courtney did, and he just freaking goes. He's like hilarious. Where it's like, yep, there you go. And then I'll just be like, okay, what we got to do is make sure you put him in a hot chamber box. And now he's going to be forever my freaking exhibit. It's a hot chamber box. Or, maybe what should have been a book, which is Most Wanted, should have had a continuation of the Abominable Snowman in Pasadena. And I'm like, hey, I would love to do that. I'm the sequel. He's like, yep. Just put in the music from Jurassic Park with the guy who actually was hunting the velociraptors. It's like, yeah, I'll find that abominable snowman and I'll shoot him. I'll shoot him with a tranquilizer and put him in my freaking house. I just gotta freeze him, right? It's like, and don't forget who got a freeze ray? Those stupid aliens. It's like, oh, that's easy. So I gotta go over there. punch an alien in the face, take his gun, then go to freaking California and freeze him. Yes, I'm Mr. Freeze. Yes. If you want, I can even play the Batman theme song, but that doesn't make sense. But it'll be good. Just freezing them. Oh, damn. Okay, next one. Okay, sorry. I didn't say it in category, but sorry. We're on number 11. I think Slappy's a great character, but I would love to have liked if Leo D got more love. Same. Same. But sadly, the series came abruptly ended, but they weren't going to bring Lily D back. They were done with her, sadly. They did the first episode, two-parter, and then they brought her back for revenge. No, Return of Revenge of Lily D, Return of Lily D, one of the other ones. But either way, it's like that was the end. Now, I don't think anyone was crazy enough to just put her head somewhere and then, some other doll lady would come, which, dude, it could happen. Never mind, that could happen. Another doll lady came by, found the head in the trash, found a body for Lily D, and she gets to come back again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's kind of funny that no, it was called Revenge of Lily D, but it's like, well, or Return of Lily D. I think it might have been Return because it's like if it was Revenge, why didn't she go after her first the girl's girl who ditched her? And then you got two girls, like two girls who ditched her now. But one gave her a chance and she basically grew jealous because of a bird. Anyways, it's like Lily D was awesome. Next, make videos of you talking about the world of Goosebumps would be. I guess I could. Well, if we're talking about the wonderful world of Goosebumps, all the monsters, I would need to have a conglomerate list of all the monsters. But I'm pretty sure we all would be screwed. We all would be royally screwed, okay? Screwed. Because there'll be so many monsters out there. There are vampires, there's werewolves, there's slim changers. There are werewolves who have people who have werewolf skin. Let's see what else. We got spell books out there that can do messed up stuff, especially waking werewolf. I mean, waking scarecrows. Uh, Magic that can wake up dummies. Um, ghosts, ghosts who can go into cars. The list goes on and on. Where it's like, but dude, this will be a horrible world to live in. Okay, at least the good news is that the whole ice people will be able to take down the monsters versus taking out other people. They'll be more like, we gotta take down all the monsters. All monsters will not be spared. Spare no one. It's like, yeah, it's like all the scarecrows will be burned to a crisp because of that stupid idiot over there with the stupid slack jaw. Like, you dumb idiot moron. And wait. Didn't he? I think in the TV show, he possessed a tractor. He woke up a tractor. No, dump truck? Yeah, it was one of those. Like, I'm trying to remember, what was it? It wasn't an excavator. What was it? It's like I forgot what it was called. Bulldozer. He woke up a bulldozer, but in the book he woke up a bear. Oh my gosh. Don't forget about the lawn gnomes that came from another planet. Now we know that aliens exist. Aliens do exist, man. Oh good lord. Freaking It's like we get messed up issues, man. We get messed up issues. And plus, don't forget that in the world of Goosebumps, practically you could say that the end of the world happened and it's thanks to my best friend's invisible. Basically, we get the end of Goosebumps as we know it. I think that's sadly the messed up part. It's like no matter what you go through, the end of it will be my best friend's invisible, aka the whole entire earth is infested with freaking aliens. And all the humans have been rounded up in camps and everything. Just read it for yourself. Read it for yourself. That one is already the end of the world when it comes to Goosebumps universe, period. All the universes have that book. I didn't mention about Slappy World actually excluding books, but we were talking about Slappy, not actually what is Slappy World and all the books that don't exist no more. Like for instance, in Slappy World and Horrorland, Cuddles don't exist. Evan never got big. Basically, that can of monster blood he has in his pocket, he got from his mom and dad, is not possessed. He will never come back again. He is safe. And I bet that's the reason why Return to Horrorland did not get published because it did have Evan in there, which it doesn't make sense because it'll still work because Evan just had the inactive monster blood, not real monster blood. Okay, anyways, and don't forget about the other universe, which is the remake universe, the reprints. Which, yes, by accident they left five of them, but still, that just means that still they don't exist. Okay, here we go. Can we talk a bit about how you are mean to some characters for Opies? I don't even know what Opies is. Yeah, of course I'm mean to some characters. Of course I am, because some of them are jerks and trash. Of course I'm mean to characters. Screw them. Whichever character you think I'm mean to, screw them. And if you talk about Anna Lee, supremely screw Anna Lee. Anna Lee sucks. Read the book yourself. She sucks. Oh, and his best friend too sucked too, because it's like, dude, how did you one way being like, oh yeah, I understand you. Oh yeah, Slappy's a real person. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. He's like, oh, you killed Slappy. Oh my gosh, he's a ghost man. Oh my gosh. And then when Slappy decides to ruin your birthday party, you act like, oh, I don't remember that Slappy was a ghost. You did it, my friend. Get the fuck out of here. But it's like, you might as well if you knew that he had an issue with Slappy as a ghost. You shouldn't have invited him to your birthday party. You should have waited until everything is done, then invite him over to celebrate your birthday. You idiot. P.S. Okay, wait. Can you talk more about why you hate a character and why you like a character? Well, it just depends on what exactly they are. Like seriously, it's like for Slappy, I personally kind of dislike him. I dislike the intimidation I got from the seventh book. I never actually saw the seventh book until I was 9 years old in fourth grade. And all of a sudden that book just showed up. It's like on the bookshelf. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why he's looking at me? What the fuck is this? Okay, he's freaking me the fuck out. Then I tried to turn it to where it's like he's not on there just to come back from lunch and oh, he's staring at you again. What? Duh. Hell. Yeah, so all that time that really creeped me the fuck out. It creeped me the hell out. So that's why I don't like him. It's like that's why I don't like him at all. Screw him. Let's see. Basically, yeah. So other people I don't like is of course Phantom Auditorium. I don't like Buddy. I don't like the Scarecrows. That's because of the cursed books I got when I was, I guess, 9 years old. Yeah, it's like yeah, within that same ballpark. It's like yeah, those books haunted my dreams. Those books actually were very demonic. I don't know where my dad got them from, but there was no freaking anything that showed that he bought them from a bookstore. So it could have ended up being like some junkie like freaking Charles Lee Ray with the good guy doll. He might have just found it and they were like, hey, how much those books? Oh, it's three for $1. Oh, deal. And he gives it to me and like, dude, they been freaking possessed. They got dark energies on them. Someone did some voodoo shit. Hell no. He was like, and at least the person I gave him to didn't go down because if she did go down and they're like she's been missing for months, I'll be like, ah shit. See, I told you those books are demonic. She's stuck in those books. Those books actually sucked her in. Oh God. It's like, and hell no, I'm not going to her house and going into those books and saving her. Hell no. I told her to damn risk. I told her to risk. She got sucked in those books. I'm not doing crap. I'm staying safe away from those books. Like, no, I'm not doing crap. It's like, yeah, but she could actually have been your wife or something. It's like, no. I don't care. I'm saving myself. I knew those had dark energies in them. That's why I got rid of them. Whoever gets them next, good luck. Like freaking bang, no. It's like no. Have anyone it's like I don't know where those books are today, but I should have burned them. I will say one thing. If you do actually go to sleep and you either see the Phantom, the Scarecrow, or Buddy, which the only two that actually did something was the Scarecrow and Buddy. I mean, Scarecrow and the Phantom. Now, if any of them come into your dreams and affect your dreams, you know you have the cursed books. And for the love of God, burn them. Burn the damn books. Burn the books. They should have never been made, or my dad shouldn't have bought them, or whoever did some voodoo crap on them. Burn those books. Get rid of them. They are nothing but trouble. They will affect your mind. Destroy them. That's all I'm saying. Destroy them. I don't know where in the world they are. They could still be in my city. I could have them right now, which I don't feel any danger, so we're good. But if you find those books and you feel the dark energies, you can feel a dark presence in those books, burn them. I don't know where they came from. Burn them. And that's my PSA. The more you know. Doom, 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 doom. But going back to the 14th one, can you explain more why you hate a character or you like it? It's just the actions that they do within the book, mainly. Yes, sadly for Slappy, he has extra freaking issues because he's on the cover. Why are you even on the cover? And now it's like, yeah, it's like he keeps on freaking me out. It's like, dude, you're freaking me out, man. What the hell? It's like at least nowadays, it's like he doesn't freak me out that much. But the original one's like, oh, good lord. And then you showed more stuff from the art of Goosebumps where I'm like, oh my gosh, no. And in the movie, it was like, here's Proto Slappy. Oh God, no. But still, it's like, it's what they do is what matters. Okay, P.S. I hope you see this also. What things do you not think are real anymore? If you're talking about the real world, the actual real world, things are messed up. I'm not going to talk about the real world because it feels not really real. Sorry to be political, but what in the world are we doing? That's my question is what in the world are we doing? Now, as for what I think is real and not real in Goosebumps, well, there's a few things that I believe is real is that number one, all stories that are told, except for, of course, the blob that ate everyone, because that one's completely different, sadly. That one actually has some issues because turns out two blob children were typing on a typewriter, so that's kind of what the heck. But everyone else is kind of interesting. Everyone was able to tell the story, which means that they're alive or slowly dying. For Gabe, yeah, this is like if you don't see him ever again in the story and something messed up happened to him, I'm pretty sure they might be dead. So yeah, like for instance, Gabe, when it came to Return of the Mummy, he got bitten by a scarab. Pretty sure he is in the hospital bed on his deathbed because we never actually heard another mummy story from him. So that means that he most likely might be dead because again, he got bitten by a scarab and they're poisonous. So he might be gone. He might be bye bye. Samantha, along with I think his name was Greg. So be careful what you wish for. Along with My Harry's Adventure, we have talking animals now. So there are talking animals in Goosebumps because Samantha Bird turned into a bird and she has to tell us the story somehow. So she's actually telling us from Bird. And I guess we can actually go to Horror Town and be like, oh, Appleby is the person who's writing down their story slash Ariel sign. So yeah, he was walking one day and there was a bird and the bird had a story to tell. He's like, hey, sir, I know that you tell scary stories and I got a story to tell you. And then, of course, you have My Parents' Adventure, which is the dog, and the dog comes to him, and dog has a story to tell. So, and the good news is that if you're actually feeling sad about the kids from You can't scare me. Good news, they're alive as well. Because it's like they have to tell the story. And then don't forget about Go Eat Worms, because which one happens? Like one of them, oh yeah. So the book had the butterfly with the freaking staple. And I think he might just be on the wall versus actually stapled in the head. So as for the TV show, he was a fish. The fish got him. So again, they have to be told, the story has to be told by someone. So be happy that every single person that actually tells a story, they're around. That means even the ones that Legend of Lost Legend, and you say that they're lost, how did the story come out if they're lost still? Don't forget about the Beasts from the East. If they got like the more intense ones of like, oh well, you got tagged, you're it, and it's like they're like level 2 sorcery or something. Pretty sure they actually ended it on that, and then they didn't want to talk about the next part because it was too traumatizing, which is why that should have been a sequel in what? Hall of Scares. Because Hall of Horrors. Hall of Horrors actually should have been the AA meeting for all messed up books or stories of Goosebumps. Just like how Goosebumps 2000 was supposed to be extreme, we're going to be even more scarier. That's what Hall of Horror should have been as well. Supremely scary, and it's unbelievable. So that means Beast of the East 2, if you want to call it that, should have been in there, and it would have been like more intense, more messed up. The girl actually might have a scar on her face. The brothers are okay, but however, the brothers are okay, they got extremely hurt. It's like the point where it's like, yeah, it's messed up. They're maybe even lost a finger. But there you go. I answered your questions, and hopefully that was good enough for you. If not, well, hopefully you'll see this so you actually know that I actually answered your question. Man, 47 minutes, man, crazy. But there you go. Hopefully that answered all your questions, and of course, maybe we'll figure out some other way how to do the Q&As versus you just write it down in one comment. But I'll be back soon, and yes, I promised you something on Halloween, and I fubbed it up, and then I flubbed it, and then I still in process of working on it, kind of. Two of them is like still in process of kind of doing it, and hopefully maybe it is Halloween, this holiday, I could actually finish it all up, and it'll be up maybe before Black Friday, which don't count on it. But sooner or later, it will be ready, and you'll be like, surprise, ta-da! Wait, hold on, what's the guy saying? I didn't even mention that. Hold on one second, one second. Yeah, I'm looking at this guy right here. He's like, the dark truth behind the out being an outcast. Yeah, well, either way. Oh, it looks like they did Goosebumps the musical. He went to Goosebumps the musical? Hmm. I think it's the other musical, not the Phantom Opera. I mean, Phantom Auditorium. All right, I'm done for today. Have a scary day, have a scary night, and I will try to catch you guys